Greetings everyone, I'm the delicious and mythical Griffin Muffin, and we're here with another night of Esoteric Ebb. Now, if you're only just watching this for the first time, this is second in the sort of playthrough I'm doing of Esoteric Ebb. And Esoteric Ebb, I've best described it to people as, think Disco Elysium and Dungeons and Dragons had an illegitimate child. That's basically what this game is, and it's just my kind of game, so that's why I've decided to really get into it and stream it, more importantly. If you can detect my voice, I am getting over a mild flu, so if that, you may sense that as I'm playing tonight, but I was really keen to play this, so I thought I'd hop on and get engaged and see how everything is. Let me just swap over to Twitch, because that's apparently the only way that I can hear the, I see the chat going, not in OBS for some reason. So anyway, let's get back into it. I think that's where I left off. I hope everyone who watches this has had a good week. Yeah, I got sick middle of the week. I got the flu jab, and it actually gave me like the actual flu. I've never had that before, so that was really weird, and I had to get over it for work, and I'm still getting over it now. But you know, nothing gets in the way of playing some video games on a Saturday night. Just a quick refresher: we are looking for whoever blew up the tea shop. We have some suspects. I think it was a man in yellow. Let me see if I can get to the journal. Here we go. No, that's not it. That doesn't look like what I'm after. Is it the questing tree? Yeah, I think it is. So, your purpose on Tolstad is to investigate an exploded tea shop, locate this establishment, and gain entry. And now, if I remember to gain entry, I need to go see, like, the mayor of Tolstad, if I remember correctly. So, there's that involved as well. And then I need to find a guy called Frank, son of Frank, who was seen on Pillar Road at the time of the explosion, but calmly walked away. Let's go find the map. Where is Pillar Road? So that's where I met Snell. Snell is my companion, who will be accompanying me. So this is the main area. Tolstad East, that's where Viskin was. Pillar Crossing, Roller Mill, Water Lane, that's where the crab attacked me. Tolstad North, that kinda looks like the place I need to be. Oh, this is underground. Okay, cool. Okay, where can I? I'm just gonna go in here, see if there's... Oh, opens at sundown. The place isn't open yet. Alright, let's go have a look around, see if we can find anything. I called tonight's session Griffin but no Muffin, because there is a Griffin. But I'm gonna wait until I get Speak with Animals. Bart shut. Alright, so where is it I needed to go again? I need to go to the tea shop. I think I'm just gonna go to the tea shop. I'm gonna try and find my way up and get to the tea shop. Alright, so we're here now. I talked to her, she didn't like me. And I had a really cool interaction with the pillar just in the middle of this room here. Is that a... Oh, it's a snail underneath the bridge. That's different. That guy doesn't like me. Where's this go? It just leads me here. Well, if I can, I'll just find my way back up to the surface. Here we go. Can't do map from here. Okay, so I need to go this way, I think. I have already spoken to the cat as well. That's where I broke up the weird protest thing that was happening with the Asgalites. What is that? Just how do I get to that? The most useful tool through human history. Ah, here we go. I haven't seen this part yet. I've been here when I did the demo. Hello, friend.
Huh?
Arn, kiosk kid. Hello there, sir. The kid behind the counter taps a pile of newspapers. You a postie? What the fuck did you just call me? What? Did you read the... I'm asking... You scared the poor boy. Ah, yes, the Post. Yes, that is a good magazine. Magazine, a periodical publication generally containing short stories, adverts, investigative journalism, and or erotica. The kid looks distraught. Never mind, welcome to Pillar Kiosk. How can I help you today, sir? He looks around. Do you want to buy something? Yes, I want to buy something, and I also have questions. Questions? About what? City questions. Oh, okay. He looks down the road. Not too much traffic lately, so sure. If my boss shows up, you gotta buy something, though. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. I can haggle. Cool. Do you know Frank, son of Frank? No, not really. He's lying. Just look at his eyes move around like that. Oh, he knows something. The kid likes money. Give him some money and he'll sing. Maybe this will refresh your memory. Ooh, wait. I do have pretty decent charisma. Convince him to tell you through the power of social manipulation. I'll just bribe him. The kid stares at it. But really? He mean it as a, are you really giving me that much money for some silly information? Clear your throat and hand him 9 additional crowns. A tip. His eyes go wide. Then he gladly pockets the coins and gives you a nervous smile. Thanks. Oh, here we go. DC 0. So, automatic success. The power of manipulation flows through you. An esoteric effect, really. Because you know exactly what to tell this young lad. If there's anything else you remember, the city needs to know, kid. Okay, maybe. Oh, there's one more thing. He's dragging this out, asshole. He enjoys the attention. I saw some dude with a big yellow backpack. That was earlier in the morning, but he stood out like a sore thumb. Plus, he bought a Freestrider magazine. A Freestrider magazine? Yeah, one of those open up the ports. Messed that up. Yeah, one of those open up the ports zines. Bunch of bullcrap. The kid thinks about it. The fellow wasn't Earthfolk. Fancy clothes, covered in dirt. My guess would be a Reetsian merchant. Felt like he was trying to hold a low profile. Did you get his name? I asked since he was so out of place, but he gave me a fake name and a thumbs up. The kid shakes his head. Ridiculous. Ask him, what was his fake name? Oh shit. Frank, son of Frank. The guy was, fucking with me. Interesting. Do you see where he went? Yeah, down. Said he had an important meeting below, whatever that means. What did he look like? I don't know, curly black hair, short beard, Be firm, this is important. Tell me. The kid thinks about it. The fellow wasn't Earthfolk. Fancy clothes covered in dirt, he's already said this. Why would you guess that? He was tan, in March. Even the hardiest farm guilders won't look like that until the River Run. River Run, Norvikian holiday celebrated at the start of summer. Traditionally, a bike race is held along the River Torna each year. Felt like he was trying to hold a low profile. You've already said that. Oh, well, I know the fake name. Frank, son of Frank. Yep. Thank you for the information, citizen. No problem. Alright, yep. Citizen. Whoop. Oh, wait, hold on. Can I ask you a favor? Anything, young man. You are the future of this city. I've heard there's some trouble down Water Lane tonight. Please go and make sure that, nothing happens. I'll do it if I can. Oh, please. Give him a quick nod and leave. Alright, so we have confirmation that Frank, son of Frank, is not just some bullshit. Okay. That's my temple, if I remember where I am. Ah, that looks like the tea shop. What do we got here? Oh, hello. The name of the tea shop is illegible. Engage. Midst scorched marks in cracked masonry, you approach a doorway. There are several planks blocking the passage. The tea shop, what a mess. Take a peek inside. A powerful force left these marks. Fastened with several nails, you also see a paper. The goblin clears his throat and begins reading the bold letters at the top of the paper. City notice, no trespassing. That doesn't include me, does it? He shrugs. I'm no expert in city law, but... Your companion suddenly kicks the planks, sending a subtle ripple of blue energy around his foot. You think I wouldn't sneak in there myself if I could? It's sealed. You ain't getting in without the magistrate's approval. Touch the planks. As you do, subtle ripples of blue energy appear around your gloved hand. It is sealed. As you move away your hand, the faint aura shimmers in dark translucent blue, and then fades away. Yep. Just standing near the door makes it clear that there is a locking spell cast on it. Standard procedure for crime scenes. Rude to lock people out. Crime scenes should be public viewing. No. Oh, I've got a hammer though, so the DC's lowered by 4, but still. Look around the scorch marks. The marks go far. The flames must have been enormous. Very clear signs of esoteric power. Arguably, these marks could possibly have been caused by a regular fire, or of a wooden house. This stone masonry does not have enough fuel to carry such a flame, unless the building was stacked to the brim with tinder. That's not changing. Turn to Snell. A tea shop that blew up, eh? It sure did. Was one hell of a blast, but the structure's still standing. The masonry is modern, clearly the work of dwarven engineering. Looks like shit, but boy can it take a hit. Alright, so I need to go see the magistrate. Oh, but we've got a question tree update. Where at? The entrance to the tea shop has been shut down by Coin Lord Darrow. If you want to enter legally, you need his blessing. So, we need to find Coin Lord Darrow, wherever the fuck he is. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna guess he's in Tolstad North? I'm not certain. How do I get there? Oh, maybe I need to go through my temple? Let's try it. I'm gonna try every way to get to Tolstad North. Still getting used to the controls again. What do we got here? The Great Perch of Norvik. Alright. Hey, he's a dude. Temple of Earth, yep. Here we go. The Duck. Oh, terrible. He's undead, and he's a true warrior. Alrighty. Well, we know that now, I guess. What's over here? You see a bunch of scattered boxes and iron poles. The election is looming. You must defend the city. This pile is a wonderful metaphor for democracy. How long do I have until the election? 5 days. It is March 22nd. The election will occur on the 27th. Oh, okay, cool. That's all I could do with that. Oh, what's this? Time reclaims all. You see something shining in the dirt. Yay! Shard of Jaw. Alrighty. Okay. Can I walk this way? No. The stairs go far below the city. Okay, well, alright. Not obviously the way I wanted to go. Oh, hello. What? All who pass are mine to keep. Alright, so we don't go through the temple. We have to find a way to get on top of the temple. Alright. Is there a way? Oh, there's stuff this way. Oh, what's this? Darrow House, Tolstad Center, Pillar Road. Okay, that sounds familiar. Tolstad Field, Water Lane, and Goblin Garden. Oh, who's this? Hello there. Lady Chamar, Mountain Lamb. The hooded woman's cape flutters as an icy wind rushes through Tolstad Rise. Her eyes are locked with yours. Greetings. Hello. Her voice is emotionless and spoken from deep in her chest. The voice of a priestess. I am Chamar. I hail from the slopes of the mountain. She bows her head slowly. A Golden Horde servant. Golden Horde, remnants of a celestial empire in Divinitorum, led by a horrific choir, a hyper-intelligent light being. They spread fear throughout their lands, as well as parts of western Ascani. Divinitorum? Divinitorum, one of 8 bands along the coast. It is an askew plain, a slope growing into the sacred wasteland, home of the Celestials, birdfolk, and originally halflings, as well as the scars of divine warfare. A human from Divinitorum? Golden Horde? Yes. I don't have time to talk much. I am in service of the ambassador. As you can imagine, I am not here to socialize. What are you voting in the election? I am not a citizen of this city. Also, democracy is not something I approve of. She knows well how foolish it is. You don't want a voice? Why? She looks up to the sky. Men are weak. We speak so much, breed, and spread like an esoteric wave. Yet we do not have a view of the long term. Democracy depends on folk being informed, and they are not. Can't argue with that. What if we inform them better? In a hypothetical scenario where folk could gain access to all information, they would still not be able to know what is true or not. Men are not built to make such important decisions en masse. We are lambs, we follow those greater beings. To answer your question, stranger, I would vote for whoever stopped this foolish democratic dream. The people will rule better than any higher being. It's the only way to achieve equality, the Asgal way. Asgal? Ah, the dwarven delusion. I do not believe their ideas could construct anything lasting longer than a few centuries. She has a point. The green dream can live, despite this poor fascist's hard words. But I wish you luck on your journey. Why are you staring at me so much? Is that a bad thing to do in this city? I mean, not if you have a good reason. What reason? Flirting or hatred? If you're flirting... flirt... Thank you for informing me, stranger. Ah, great. Somehow this hurts your ego to an intense degree. She does not like you in that way. That's more than okay, even if it is a bit painful. I will stop making eye contact in accordance with your local norms. She speaks so mechanically. Strange woman. Nah, I'm gonna leave her alone. Alright. What have we got to do up here? Oh, hello. This road leads to the central Tolstad. You have no business there. Oh, fuck you too. Alright, what is... Hey, what was that? Hey, I wanna... What's this thing? There was a thing I could interact with. Oh, it's her. What do I got? Youth Asgal Modissa. Behold! Well, that's pretty good. She's a Reed's folk human, a level 2 rider. Can relate. Girl on a mission. She's out to fight for the green no matter the battle. Her brash exterior is no fakery. It is her heart worn on each of her sleeves. I want to talk to her. You see a girl with glasses stuffing a mail slit with a magazine. Yeah, that's no courier, he whispers to you. What do you mean, Snell? She's delivering the news, clearly. The girl gives up on trying to jam the slightly too large paper into the mailbox opening. Huh? She looks up at you, adjusting her glasses. Help her push the paper into the slit. Let's do it. Oh, come on! No! She takes a step back as you approach the mailbox slit. Cleric? Don't worry, little lady. A real man is here. Excuse me? The thick magazine seems to have gotten stuck. You push and push, yet it won't go in. Young and dumb. I don't have time for this. Aw, shit! Medusa, you hear a voice call out from down the alley. Let's go! She glances at the stack of papers and mutters to herself, shit. We gotta get done before the evening, otherwise Water Lane is screwed. You hear the girl in green groan as she grabs her stack of papers, then rushes down the alleyway. Not sure what that was about. But do you see the armband? Asgalist. The armband, yes. Yes, she is an Asgalist. A bit too young to be an Asgalist representative. A bit too woman to be a high-ranking guild worker. Alright then. Now keep pushing. Cleric, I don't think it's going to. Shut up, Snell. I'm trying to be a man here. You press harder, exerting force onto onto what is either the paper or a piece of the mailbox that feels like paper. Alright, I need to heal myself soon. You hear something crack in your shoulder. As you do, the door next to the mailbox opens. You see a middle-aged woman glaring at you from the half-open doorway. Slowly remove the ruined newspaper from the mailbox slit and hand it to her. She carefully and silently accepts it before closing the door in your face. Success! Poor lady. Now, can we leave before I die of embarrassment? I'm done here. I can't believe I made her run away. I wanted to talk to her. I really want to get to know these Asgalists, though it sounds like the Asgalists have a lot more going on than it seems. What do we got? Oh, looks like we got an elf. Ooh, 19. Yep, an elf, Ilum. Strange, there's something not quite right about this elf on the corner of the fortress. Her presence appears not vivid enough for you to... she's a sorcerer. Well, they are a sorcerer, I don't know. Standing on the corner, you see a woman in green coat. Her intense gaze focused on the cityscape horizon across the river. Careful, cleric, Snell says under his breath. Easy to slip and fall here. He's right. Elves can be quite the handful. Greetings, citizen. She turns her head, the expression cold. She is mourning. Yes. Elves are scary. Don't trust her. I am the cleric of Norvik. She breaks eye contact, once again facing the river. Rude. Call me Pinja. Teva is this. It's as if she is searching for something. What are you doing here? Waiting. She's anxious. Waiting for what? She looks up at the pillar of jaw. I have a friend in need of help. It sounds like a quest. I can help. Me. I do that. She shakes her head. No need. I've caused enough trouble as it is. No. She has to give you this quest. It sounds perfect. Please. I want to help. The elf is quiet. A little show of force, and you'll be able to get your hands on this quest. Let's do it. Lucky. You feel a surge of confidence. There is only one way to make her give you this quest. Prove your heroic qualities. You know who I am? The elf does not respond. I'm the man that'll save the world one day. The elf turns and looks at you. If your friend needs help, I'm the guy to do it. She stares at you for a while, taking you in, then gives you a little smile. Success! What's the quest, my fair lady? She looks away once more. There's Paladin, Lord Gorm of Norvik. Is he in trouble? He is a city paladin. He lost his way completely. Is he here on Tolstad? She glanced towards the pillar. Her look is stern. He is close. The elf speaks in riddles, very dramatic. She means he is physically close but spiritually far gone. Or the other way around. I cannot say much, but if I could have just one more chance. She holds back great anger and sadness. If you can find him, Ragan, tell him. I never told him my name. Tell him, sincerely, and with all my heart, he can go fuck himself. The drama. Wow. The tone of voice is like the shriek of a banshee. Gorm is not her friend. He's not the one in danger. Where can I find him? She shakes her head. The she-elf doesn't know. Extremely insightful of you. Can you tell me anything that would help me on this quest? Leaning forward, she whispers to you. One thing. Lord Gorm might be lost. Lord Gorm, the last anointed paladin of Earth, one of the original faces of the party of Norvik. He went missing months ago, and many believe he has abandoned his post. She smiles. But you don't have to be. She looks up towards the clouds where the pillar disappears into the blue. Who's your friend then? She is... The elf closes her mouth and shakes her head. She is protective of her friend, a good soul. Fascinating, so secretive. I will find him, my lady. Thank you. Quest acquired. Well done. What do you know about the tea shop? Sad. What happened? She looks down into the river. I agree. A tragedy. Tea shops are sacred. The elf does not appear to listen to you. She simply nods and mutters, Are you here to look into the tea shop? More or less. Oh. What do you think happened? Rogue spellcaster. You see the elf look at you with her piercing eyes. Thank you for your service. Cross your arms and look tough. It's no biggie. The elf says nothing and just turns away again. Talkative lady. She is grieving. How are you connected with this missing paladin? She shakes her head slowly. You can't talk about that? She nods. Bow your head and leave. You feel a great emotion well up inside you as you turn to leave. Tears. Tears for her and her friend. Hey, cleric. You okay? Yes, Snell. Thank you. No problem, big guy. This journey will take much. Well, that's cool. I have another quest. I'm always down for more quests. I'm a questaholic. Let's go up here. Darrow House. Okay. Behold, it says Darrow House in glowing magical lettering. Oh. Hello. Who are you then? Etta, city sworn angel. Oh, they're a celestial, cold, stern, and glorious. I will speak to them. In the Coin Lord's garden, you encounter a porcelain spectre. Polished armor, inhuman, her presence is both ethereal and demanding. She floats gently in the air, strangely unaffected by the river winds. Your goblin companion keeps his distance, muttering under his breath a word of disdain. Angel. Bow your head. The creature does not turn to face you. Instead, her many eyes simply pivot their gaze. A handful of celestials are employed by the city after the Clanlands deal of 13. Clanlands, a term for the unified halfling states in the western Asken. The official name is the Fordnip Commonwealth, although many avoid this term to not annoy envoys of the Golden Horde. Arcane cleric, she echoes, of the Palace Script House and of Earthguard. The flowers of the Coin Lord's garden dance beneath her, slaves to her beauty. This is the one. This Valkyrie. Keep her safe. You keep her safe. She'll wreck you, buddy. Beware. That's me. Hello. She replies by bowing her head slightly, whilst her many eyes glare at you. She now lifts her chin. Then she opens her mouth to speak in a cold, projected tone. Etta. She says her name like a declaration of existence. Not really an introduction, more of a checklist of etiquette. As she states her name, you realize her mouth is not moving. Telepathic communication. The goblin gives you an uncomfortable look. He clearly does not enjoy having telepathic conversations like this. Snell is joining the mind talk? Great. I have some things I need to ask. She stares at you with many, many eyes. Speaking with this ethereal creature is unnerving. Oh, you're feeling something here, alright. Something fierce. You couldn't shake her up with a nice comment. You could shake her up with a nice comment, I should say. She would destroy you. She is too powerful. The angel would step upon your soul, stomp on it. Her domination would be good and just. Let it happen. Tell her what you think of her many eyes. Let's go for it. Yes! Oh no. The smooth thoughts and endless love. It's overflowing. I'll do my best for this. Pray tell, thou celestial harbinger, of such splendid and beauty and gleaming countenance, if the light might truly be of your making, for thine ethereal and glorious nature beheld within that halo of eyes is my duality which foreverly? I never knew that was word. Is my duality which foreverly plagues my being and soul. The sun, I say, the sun is nothing compared to you. As you finish your rambling, there is a silence sweeping over the magistrate's yard. Foreverly is not a word. Now it is. Bow down before her. As your helm touches the ground of the magistrate's garden, you feel the urge, the overwhelming and excruciating final urge to tell this angel one more thing. You consecrate the very earth, my lady. The goblin's eyes dart back and forth between you two. He's expecting a retaliation. The words escape your lips like smooth, honey? Yeah, honey. I'm sure she loves that. She looks down on you with many, many eyes. No response at first, but then she raises her head. Thank you. Phylogenistic agenda. Okay, I need to look that up when we get out of this. A dry reply. At least she's not pissed. Take that as a win! Hey, don't mess with this fucking thing. Be careful now. Cut to the chase. She clearly has no interest in small talk. I'm here to investigate the tea shop. The eyes just stare at you. They spin gently around her. Great. Nice that we got that cleared up. She's very non-vocal. We're getting nowhere with this. Be direct with her. That would make things easier. Just don't be too rude, okay? Great. So, the eyes stop spinning. She can sense your impatience. This creature is dread itself. I need to speak with Darrow. Slowly the angel turns her face towards you for the first time. Oh gods, you're a dead man. Walk away, walk away, walk away. You can feel Snell sweating. Maluk di presem mal weave. Sorry, I don't know. Oh, hello. Goblin, goblin, goblin. Oh, hello! Hello! How's it going, mate? Welcome, welcome. A celestial tongue. She is mocking you for sure. How is everyone in this damn district mocking you? You're the cleric. They should treat you with respect. You can sense she does not see you as worthy. Is that alright with you? How you doing tonight, mate? I guess, like, I don't know, everything all quiet in the household, I guess, at the moment? Perhaps you should stand up for yourself. I'm not doing that. yeah, Maluti Shenmo to you too. Coin Lord Darrow is busy, she speaks. When is he available? She looks to her right, towards the building leaning against the ancient tower. After a moment of silence, she says, Coin Lord Darrow will be available post-midnight. Post-midnight, so after midnight I get to talk to Coin Lord Darrow. He will be available after midnight, between 0100 and 0600. He will be in his restuer. Several of her eyes look to the entryway to her right. Restuer is not a real word, and whoever is attempting to make it one deserves a life of suffering. Restuer is one of those fancy terms imported from Anuran culture, though it does not mean anything in Anuran. They kind of got it wrong. That door there? Yes. At midnight, you say? Yes. His restuer? Yes. Right. She says nothing. What a conversationalist. nod your head, and leave. I don't think I'm going to get anything else out of that being. So I'm just going to try to steal some apples. Oh yeah, I need to eat. I've suffered damage. Nom 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 nom. Done. What do we got? So we cannot. Oh, hello. There's a snail statue. What's that all about? A truly ancient piece of history, propped up as a garden decoration. Okay, so what's this? Can't get in there. It's a very pretty tree. I can't reach that from here. Alright. Well, I guess I'm done here until midnight. I could do a short rest. I'm gonna try and find... Oh, wait a minute. Dwarven stone broken in half. Pure violence. Can I... No, I can't do anything. Alright. No, what's over here? A corner of Norvik, still standing at the gate in the gate area. The fuck? What is that? There's something on the windmill. What's this? Something stuck in one of the roller mill blades. Yeah, I thought so too. Strange rod. Looking out over the ledge towards the roller mill blades, you see them spinning as per usual. Except in one of them, there's something stuck. You see a rod. There it is. There's the rod. Okay. A fancy thing, decorated. How did it end up there? An esoteric event? Interesting. It appears you've spotted something interesting. That design is quite easy to spot among the mass-produced Arcane Era magic items. Arcane Era. 511 years ago of rapid magic and technological growth, as well as the birth and death of the great human magocracies in Dimenor, now Reeds, ended 27 years ago. It is an immovable rod. What are you looking at? An immovable rod? Yes. Are they rare? No, uncommon. Though they can be quite useful as long as the esoteric forces upon them have not waned. However, why is it lodged inside the roller mill blade? That is a more fascinating inquiry. Wait, would it be dangerous to try and grab it? You could die, yes. So, maybe you shouldn't. Snell won't want you to fall. Oh, I got an advantage on this one, so let's give it a go. Yes! You reach out, leaning as far as you can. Oh, for God's sake. The goblin grabs onto your skirt. Uniform. He grabs onto your uniform. Balance on the edge, and you get it. Oh, now it's a movable rod. What? It's a hard wooden frame with fancy iron set pieces at each end. Along the handle is a button. However, it appears permanently pressed down on. Oh, it's an immovable rod. Investigate it. A quick swipe of your hand reveals its magical nature. However, this is clearly broken. Broken how? Try giving it to the goblin. Huh? The goblin grabs the rod. As you do, the goblin holds it alone. Yeah? It's really light. It's esoteric, clearly. Try tossing it into the air. Okay. He tosses up. He tosses it up, and the rod does not leave his palm. What? He mutters and tries to let go of the magic item. I can't. It's like it's glued to it. My hand's glued to it. What the hell? Here, take it back. The goblin hands it back to you without a problem. He looks perplexed. Try touching it against the ground. As you do, it gets stuck to the ground. Obviously. It's a broken immovable rod. It's a movable rod? Sure. Huh? Whatever object it touches last, the rod will be esoterically locked and aligned with. It cannot be moved unless once it touches an object, until it comes into contact with a second object. What constitutes an object in this case? That would be an esoteric designation, usually determined by belief or common esoteric forces, or set in specific rules left by Jaw. In this case, it seems to indicate a dynamic object, connected via mass. Were you to cut off your arm, that arm would be the new object. Were you to place that arm on the ground, it is not a new object. But were you to, for example, staple the arm to the ground via pittons, then it would potentially constitute as a part of the ground, depending on how harsh the defining forces are in that particular case. Either way, there's no real use in defining those rules right now, but it would be interesting for further study at a later date. Gods, the blue one talks a lot. It's just a magical stick. Simpleton. So what can this be used for? Used? Oh, nothing. It's literally just a useless stick. Really? Well, if used very carefully, it could be a bookend. Was it worth it? I mean, it's a cool stick. It's a very, very interesting stick. Those can never be bad. That whole time, so I've just gained a stick, basically. Do I have it in my inventory? There it is. Oh, it gives me +1 dexterity. Can I move it anywhere? I'd say that's an accessory. Can I... Is it a weapon? Ah! What's this? Ah, that's the rhubarb ale I got from that person. From that, the frog man. Yeah, so, Goblin, as you you could probably see, this is my accomplice, my partner in crime, Snell. I gained them in the opening of the game. There's something here. I feel like I've been in this place before. Yes, I have. This is where... Oh, hey, you! Alright, I'll go up and see if I can try and catch that lobster, I guess. Are they up here? I have been up here before. One thing I will definitely say is that because I gained access to this little place for a different route last time. That was the ladder where I nearly died in the first stream. So I like how a lot of the map areas of this game seem to be really well connected. There, so we've done that. So the only way we're going to get access to the tea shop is by seeing Coin Lord Darrow. Coin Lord Darrow cannot be seen until midnight. So we need to keep busy until midnight, basically. Can I go this way? No, can't go that way. I can't talk to that guy. Can't believe I stuffed up the Asgalist that I wanted to talk to. That sucks. But no safe scumming. We're not safe scumming in this one. We didn't go down here. What's this? Trifle! And more shards of jaw. Hello there, friend. The sack says, Autonomous Construction Inc. Skilled unseen labor since 11 PW. Let's go see if I can... Yeah, got it. What's in there? A cardamom treat and some crowns. Let's get out of here. Oh, what's this? A satchel. It looks greasy. Oily instructions. Okay, here we go. You hold up the paper, finding it to actually be a torn out page from a book. The name in the margin suggests the book is called A Gnome Starter Guide to the Esoteric Memorization. Read it. It's quite lengthy. The goblin leans in over your shoulder and reads it as well. The first step to understanding esoteric memorization is understanding the underlying powers at play. Strings stretch across his coast. Jaws strings stretch across his coast, invisible to the eye, yet connected to all things living and dead. A spell is simply a set of rules you must follow in order to manipulate those strings into an esoteric effect, yet those rules are themselves esoteric in nature. As such, most wizards will find it impossible to remember more than a handful of spells at a time. So I guess this is the game's way of trying to justify a spell slot system in this game. Which to me is like, you know, the Vancian magic system that is evident in Dungeons and Dragons 5e. Like it makes sense from like the stories that it comes from. I can't remember the writer's full name. I'm pretty sure it was Edward Vance that made the whole thing of like, yeah, like wizards can only cast X number of spells per day, and that got put into D&D as a way to try and like make sure that wizards were not that strong. Like they couldn't be insanely overpowered. But at the same time, it kind of introduces this system where, you know, you can only play to a certain point in a game, and you have to sit down and, you know, kind of recuperate and do all that sort of stuff, which it depends on what kind of game you're after. But I always found that in 5e, well, actually, Goblin, who was a part of my home campaign in the previous D&D 5e game I ran, as well as the current Draw Steel campaign I'm running, I always find that it's weird when wizards have to like stop and like have a nap to like get their powers back. I don't know. It kind of kills the momentum, so to speak. Heh, newbie wizards maybe. Oh? How many can you memorize? I mean, some. Uh-huh. He turns back and looks at the page. This is the big divide between cantrips and actual spells, as cantrips are both easy to remember and will not consume a spell slot. Spell slots are the common representation of how many spells of each spell level a caster is able to perform without rest. As a gnome, you are naturally gifted in the art of illusion magic. Other schools will be more difficult to memorize. A suggested harmless spell to use in training is the first level spell, Grease. To increase your chances at memorization, attempt to cast it at least 2 times per day. In the margins, there's a handwritten note that you managed to spot. It's written hastily and bold, like the author really wanted to hype themselves up. Orally instructions. It says, everything, every evening, and every lunch break at work. Remember, you can do it. Oh no. The goblin leans over the ridge, looking down into the river. Damn. Poor gnome. An esoteric mishap. Magic is a blade without a handle, and so on. Indeed, grease is a dangerous spell. Intensely dangerous. Learn the spell! You quickly memorize the piece of paper. That's something, at least. I now have grease. Thought I could slip. I remember there was an interaction with some... There it is! The giant seagull! A glorious seagull. I need to get talk with animals. That is an essential thing I need. I don't know how to get it though. Maybe if I go to the Earthguard place, maybe they sell scrolls there. I also need crowns because I could go back to the creepy dude and maybe get something there. All right, let's go to the questing tree. See if there's anything I can get. What's this? Coin Lord's meat. You don't have permission. The tea shop. You need authorization. Okay, cool. So I need to wait till 12 o'clock. Midnight, I should say. Oh, that's completed? Okay, what's this? Is leaving the scene. He was heading down below. He's also interested in Free Strider stuff. So this Frank, son of Frank, is with the Free Striders. Yeah, with cantrips, like, I remember I don't know if you played 3rd edition, but even in 3rd edition, cantrips were not always free. I think you had like access to 8 cantrips in 3rd edition, if someone can correct me on that. But I did like, that's the one thing I did like, is that 5th edition did introduce free cantrips, you know? And what I find, I've been playing Pathfinder recently, and I actually really like how they do spells, because their cantrips can actually like increase with your level. It's not just, oh, you cast this at a higher slot. It's actually based on your character level, if I remember correctly. That if you have a certain cantrip, like, I don't know, I can't even remember the name because I'm not a spellcaster. I just play with other spellcasters in the campaign that I'm in, and they cast some cantrip and they go, oh, but I'm level 4, so it's upgraded to this. It's like a scaling cantrip, which I really, really like. It doesn't mean you have to spend anything else. It's just based on your level. That cantrip is better. I really like that. There's a lot of things in Pathfinder 2nd Edition I really, really like. Okay. So I've done that. Young and Dumb. This is what I was talking about before. You hear there's going to be trouble down on Water Lane this evening. On your first day on Tolstad, you should check it out. Some girl was delivering an Asgard magazine on Upper Tolstad. She seemed out of place and talked about going down to Water Lane this evening. You found a note about Norvikian resistance meeting up on Water Lane this evening. Okay, so something's going down this evening that I need to be I need to take care of. But how did you survive your plunge into the river? A missing paladin. Here we go. It will make you a hero. Alright, I'm just going to go to the Earthguard Temple and... Oop, there's a trash can! A trash receptacle, mostly stacked with old zines. Trash bin. You reach into the bin and pull out a somewhat intact cardamom treat. No. Do not. You did not just... Let me get this clear. You find yourself out on Pillar Road. You see a cardamom treat in the bin. It's been out there for God knows how long. And you think to yourself, what the hells? I'll just eat some trash. No. You're not eating from the fucking trash. It is done. You're too late. Calm down. It's not trash. What was it in the trash? Adjacent? Adjacent to garbage is still garbage. Will I ever recover from this? Sorry to say, but you've officially crossed the line dividing man from bum. You are now a bum. Go and enjoy your tasty cardamom treat. Awesome. Alright, so let's go to the Earthguard Temple. I'm pretty sure that guy in the undead knight might be able to help me. Yeah, it's the duck is his name. Ooh, hello there. A dark iron can of a man sits alone on the temple steps. Oh, what's duck? Duck, a waterfowl common in Ascani lakes. This is a real man, a hero. Citizen? His helmed head is slumped downwards slightly. Is he asleep? He is not really here. Just stare at him. Hello? No response. Hello? A metallic scraping noise fills your ears. The knight is moving ever so slightly. His head turns. Within the slits of his helmet, you see a faint shimmer of a bony face. Your name, soldier. His voice echoes through the open chamber. I am Ragan. The knight's head slumps once again. Speak your mind, soldier. Are you Lord Gorm? No. I see. I'm looking for Lord Gorm. Have you seen him? No. Why are you loitering here, knight? I am not. The cold voice echoes through the chamber. What are you doing then? I am on my off hours. He speaks as though he's reading from a script. Just sitting here? In the temple? No response. I too would like to hang out on the steps of the temple. His helmet turns slightly. But I won't force you to hang out with thee. Can I hang out with you, please? His helmet turns away. Some metallic creaking is all you hear from the knight. Your manhood is infinitely tiny in comparison. Whom do you serve? I serve, he says, trailing off. Radiant. Yes? Once again, he turns to look at you, the darkness within his helmet seeming to reach out towards you. Oh, I failed that one. As if grabbing hold of the very air, you feel something growing cold. I serve nothing. A lie and a truth at once. Where did you get that cool armor? The knight sits completely still and does not answer your question. Come on, I won't tell anyone. No response. This creature holds no grudges, yet his hollow disposition taunts your senses. You feel invalid next to this man. You must learn from his ways. Attempt to have a firm discussion about masculinity. Yes! He just sits there, ready for a good talk. Divinity, there's light within this man. Stare at him. The knight shifts slightly, his armor scraping against the rock. The knight turns to you through his helmet. A little more. Soldier, your presence is unwanted. Present your query, then leave these hallowed grounds. Can you teach me magic? No, he mutters to himself. Oh? I do not have time for that. Do you have any spell scrolls I could have? The knight slowly grabs a scroll out of his pack. Inflict wounds. He tosses it to you after a moment of deliberation. A spell with power. Memorize it, soldier. Already did. He lifts his head. The darkness through his helmet focuses on you. No, soldier. Memorize it. I told you, I already did. I'm quick. You. The cleric here is a bit of a monster. Oh, sorry. The cleric here is a bit of a monster when it comes to magic, from what I understand. The Dark Knight nods and then lowers his head. You've earned his respect. Good. Your ability to memorize spells instantly is an incredible talent. He should be impressed. I'm just going to move the mic a little bit. Whoop. There we go. Are you a cleric? No, he says. I am a warrior. How does one become a true warrior? A warrior. The knight places an iron gauntlet upon his knee and leans forward. A whispering wheeze escapes the slits of his helmet. Serve. Until the coast falls in on itself. Until jaw breaks the very veil. And every god rips and tears our reality into shreds. Serve well. Serve loyally. That is what a true warrior does, no matter what. The wheezing stops. Your companion gives you a horrified glance. What if you serve someone evil? His head shakes slowly. Place not the choice of morality into the hand of the one who swings the axe. Truth of alignment lies entirely with your god, soldier. Do not forget that. He lifts his hand and clenches it. Wait, who do you serve again? Viskin. He moves his head towards you. So Viskin is the lich that I woke up. He was the guy that looks after the house I was in the lich house. No, that is not. Viskin, the mortician. With a sudden force, the Dark Knight slams his axe into the ground. Darkness creeps through the hole. Within you. Do not speak of that, soldier. I won't tell anyone. He returns to his still position. Do not. The knight is now waiting for another question. Lucky you, he didn't kill you. What do you know about the tea shop? Not much. He'll talk? Why? Not like you can threaten him exactly. Did you see anything suspicious before the explosion? No. Got it. The knight nods slowly. Do you have any information that would help me? Maybe a man dressed in yellow? He goes silent for a while. A man passed through the halls below. Civilians do not pass there. Past the crypt entrance through the goblin's domain into the southern caverns. That's the flip caverns where gravity is reversed, below the city ruins. A man? Dark hair, silk clothes, headwear, dressed in yellow. Sounds like a Reedsian nobility merchant type. What's past the crypts? The roots of the goblin's tree. Then more tunnels, the southern tunnels, then the sewers. How do I get there? There are paths. Most are trapped. Alligator? His rage is oh, I didn't even read that bit, sorry. His rage is endless, his appetite growing. Do not anger him. He won't speak more about this horrific creature. The knight looks down, waiting for your next question. How do I get to the city below? He pauses as if thinking about your question. The goblins use their passage below Viskin's lair. Right, the staircase by the apples where you woke up. There are many ways down, but the passage in the chamber where you woke up, that would be a good place. That is the safest path. So, basically, dive deep like some spelunker? Yes. This is great. Thank you, my good knight. Woo! Hit points. He is quiet. Has he been ordered to answer your questions? This feels forced. Now, some other questions. The Dark Knight sits on the steps. How do I open the gate down the stairs? I have the key. Oh. Can I have it? No. You are too weak for that. The man is correct. You need to get your strength back first. The city below is dangerous. You should make sure to prepare properly before heading down there. Perhaps bring some more spells, perhaps make sure to recuperate enough for you to once again be able to cast higher tier spells. It is embarrassing you have to have not already returned to your former state of esoteric mastery. The city below, it is darkness incarnate. Do not tread without care. You never do. A warning was from someone with ages upon him. What's up with the boxes? Without lifting his head, the knight answers in a cold tone. Election. Ah, so this is where it's being held. No reply. What are you voting for, my good knight? No reply. I'm going to vote for Asgalism. The knight doesn't even move. Citizen? Wow, we learned a lot from that. So, we know that there is a yellow guy who went into the city below. And we get there by going through the goblins area. So, let's just double check that information. He's here. Man in yellow leaving the scene. Man dressed in yellow was seen by the duck in the city below. This man passed the entrance to the crypt heading into the southern caverns. Okay, so let's go back to the goblins. See if we can get some way to get a lead on this yellow guy. No worries, mate. You have a good night, okay? Alright, so gotta find an entry. Is it up here? Is that the only way down? Or is it here? I think I've... This is where that pillar was. Oh. No, this feels okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, I just walked into someone's house. Oh. Snell's pad. Oh. Welcome to my pad. Go ahead, root around as much as you want. Really? No, don't touch anything. I'm not sure how this is any way useful for the job, but let me know if you're done looking around. Looking, nothing else. It's a nice apartment. Yeah, I'm not here a lot. The goblin laughs. I'd argue it's much better than usual. One time I was on a date, brought her back here. Girl? Terrible idea. The date was already going poorly. Imagine her expression when she steps in here. There's a pile of reports all over the floor, a blocked drain in the kitchen sink, 15 confiscated bowls of pixie dust piled in the corner. Let me tell you, took her 10 seconds to come up with an excuse. This is one of his favorites. He tells this one to everyone. As his laughter fades, he looks around the place and tells you, anyway, it looks better these days. Figured if I'm such a neat goblin, like everyone else says, I might as well keep my apartment clean too. A girl? Yeah. Back when I was still looking for that sort of thing. You know, getting tied down, so on. In the metaphorical sense. What about you? What? The question cuts you like little tiny holes in your inside skull. Clerics are popular, right? Avoid, abort, alert! He is not allowed to ask you personal things like that. Tactfully change the subject or breathe. We'll see how we go. Oh. Fuck. Just change it. Now. What? But won't that be weird? Weird? The nerves are withering. You're shivering in front of him just from asking a simple question. It's already weird. Now speak. Huh? Start screaming, then speak. The Anurin are interesting creatures. Have you ever met an Anurin? Lovely frog folk. Snell stares at you for approximately 6 seconds, then opens his mouth and says, I understand. He'll allow you to move on. Phew! Phew. Sorry? Don't say that out loud! What is wrong with you? Never mind. Do you have something else to talk about regarding your life? Me? Not really. For the last few years, I've just been focused on the halfways, and whatever the old lady needs of me. Halfways, short for HWBT, the Halfway Bridge Tribe. So that's the tribe that he's from. Don't mean to sound ungrateful, though. I do love it. It's real rewarding. What kind of reward? Like treasure? Treasure of the soul? Sounds esoteric. The goblin takes a breath. I tell you to look at it from a goblin perspective, but let me put it like this. Lady Sageleaf gave me options in a world of railroad tracks. I get to help my people and get real fucking good at it. So for now, I'm going to keep doing it. Better than getting bored. That's for sure. This definitely is not the type of job that ever leaves you bored. He grins. Anyhow, anything else you want to chat about, or can we get going? So there are a few things I can interact with. It's a bit high up. Too far away. Okay. What's this? A mass-produced glowstone lantern. It appears to be non-functional. Fix the lantern. Yes! Going into Snell's apartment, fixing random bits of furniture. You spend a few minutes looking it over, realizing a bit later than you should have, that there is an esoteric effect on the lantern itself. Investigating it further reveals the issue, the glowstone's connection with the flimsy metal plate around it. While the heat remained and the stone is quite hot, its weak esoteric light was esoterically spread out across the full surface of the lantern, instead of focused on the glowstone itself. Reattach. With a quick snap, the light returns to the lantern. Such a simple solution, you should have come up with it quicker. I fixed the lamp, Snell. Thanks. Gives you a thumbs up. Such gratitude. Now you won't have to trip when going to the bathroom in the middle of the night anymore. That's not really a problem, you know. He points at his eyes. Dark vision. Shit, that makes sense. Right! You're a goblin. I keep forgetting. Same to you. I keep forgetting you're not an abnormally tall gnome. Gnome? Do an impression, he'll like that. Snell does not appear to be the type to enjoy racist caricatures. So please do not perform a racist caricature of a gnome to entertain him. Look at me! I am the tallest gnome in all over the world! Oh my god. No, you don't. I might have been joking. He stretches a bit. But yeah, the fixed lamp will help. Thanks again, cleric. I'm so good at tinkering with stuff. You're slightly above average, which means more about the average than it does about you. Okay, I think I fucked around with Snelt stuff. Oh, wait, no, there was a little thing before. Where was it? Is it there? You do not need to relieve yourself. Ah, that's the toilet. Okay. Yeah, sorry for barging into your place, Snell. Let's get back to the investigation. So I have been here before, but I just haven't been on the lower levels of this place. What's this place? A rough carving on the door says R and A. I have no reason to be interested in this particular door. Oh, who are these people? What's this place? Sign says dormitory, out of commission. That's where I did the thing before. Hey, oh, the assassin's gone. Righto. What's it say over here? Drunk Sphinx opens it. Okay, cool. So where am I actually now? I'm just gonna double check. I'm pretty sure I am in the city below the city. So I'm okay, cool. So I'm in that place. Looks like there's a way out. Oh, hello. What's this? The depths of Tolstad. Looks like there was a bridge over here. Maybe there's a thing for me to get out through that way. No, that's just back to the goblin place, the goblin lair. See, there's a place down there. It looks like over here I could do something. Wrong thing. Maybe I'll just try and click there and see if it will lead me there. There's that woman from before that didn't want to talk to me. Where's this go? Okay, so I was wrong. Alright. So I'll go that way. That I saw before. Which I think was down here. There it is. So let's see what's here. Is it Water Lane? Oh no, it's just this place. What's over here then? Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm going in circles. Alright. So I'm gonna focus on something. I'll know what the fuck I'm doing. So it says I need to... This man passed with the caverns to the southern caverns. Okay. I'll just head back up topside. It really does feel like I need to do stuff in Water Lane, but everything's closed. Let's head round there. Oh, there's a barrel. Can I do stuff with the barrel? Crowns. Bicycles. A bike lane. One bike stands out in front of you. A handful of bicycles are stationed at the local rack. Bike racks are stationed in many places around the city, usually in locales with lots of stairs. There's a stillness here, an uncommon sight at the heart of the city. This particular bike, is yours. Check the chain lock. You lean in and take a closer look. The rusty chain seems brittle, but wrapped so hard around the tire that it would be annoying to get off even if you had the key. Why would you wrap it like that? You should have taken better care of this magnificent bike. Good. No one will take your bike. Not even you, apparently. Wait, is this my bike? Yes, you fool. Keep up. Sure is. Best way to travel in Norvik, except, of course, on this godforsaken island fortress. Wait, where's the key? Not here. Did you lose it somewhere? Could getting the key be a quest? That does sound like a quest you would get. Find the missing key. The mystery of the bike key. Something like that would be perfect. No quest to be found here. Just sadness. Damn. The key is probably at the bottom of the river, along with the rest of your dignity. Hold on. When exactly did I come to Tolstad? On the 21st of March, evening. Then you fell. This is as far as you came. The hair on the back of your neck stands on end as you sense the sudden shift. I stumbled over the stone railing. Yes. Was I alone? No. An anti-city hate crime if I ever saw one. Do I recall anything important? You chained the bike, you stood up, then pain. This is where I fell into the river. The goblin glances over the broken fence. Interesting. You must have had a lot to drink if you took a stumble like that. I do not consume alcohol. Yeah, sure. He gives you a curious expression. The expression says, how the hell are you alive? Considering everything, we better play it cool. Real cool. It's fine, you got my back, right? Nervously. Of course, cleric. He needs you alive. He glances down to the river once more. A hint of fear. You see anything strange about this bike, Snell? No. It's a bicycle. He does not care. You want to know a secret? Not particularly. This is my bike. Yeah, it seems to add up. I love this bike. Uh-huh. If I remember where the key is, can I bring the bike with me? He takes a breath. First of all, don't ask me. You're an adult. Do what you want. Secondly, how the fuck are you going to take a bike around Tolstad? You gonna carry it? Up and down the stairs? This bike rack is set up here so that people can leave bikes before heading down to the stairs to Waterlane. Sounds a bit annoying. Uh-huh, yeah. If you find a pocket bike, that's another thing. The goblin sighs. But leave this one be, cleric. We've got work to do. Alright, so we found another area. What's this? Sleeping for service. Come back after midnight-ish. Empty barrel. What's in there? Crowns. Is there anything in here? Oh, what's up here? Ah, fucking god damn it. It's just the fucking windmill again. But, yeah, I didn't explore this area. Oh, hello. Zera, B.E. Oh, nat 20. Whoa! Okay. They are a dwarf, exile, service worker, a girl born from an Asgalist wave in an Asgal household, come from a fallen Asgal state. She is an Asgalist. Dangerously shy. She needs good friends and better mentors. That is not you, by the way. She has a bright future ahead of her, no matter the path she ends up pushed along into. Alas, her agency is nowhere to be found. Not that she's looking for it. This is what their movement needs. Old movements, a shy and terrified witness who will, at each turn, ask everyone around her to rethink their rash decisions. Extremely annoying, but nonetheless very, very good for society. Pretty decent stats. Okay, let's go talk to her. Where is she? The dwarven girl gazes around the halfway bridge before her eyes land on you. She says nothing for a while, just staring at you, no real reaction on her face. Hi, I'm the cleric. She looks around, clearly nervous. Others are starting to notice the cleric in your step. You're worrying her, by your presence alone. I'm waiting for a friend, but she hasn't shown up yet. I can help with that. Oh, okay. Do we really have time for this? She fidgets with her hands and clears her throat. This girl is neurotic and introverted. That's a mean way of phrasing it. But it is true, her body language reveals all too much. She has glasses, she wears a green coat. She's a human, but not that much taller than me. We were supposed to meet up here, but she hasn't shown up yet. I saw her up top, right by the main road. Oh. The girl perks up and glances towards the top of Tolstad. I'll go look for her there. Thank you, Mr. Cleric. She curtsies. Another good deed done. Well, she wasn't... She's now gone below. She ran away from me. So it's not entirely accurate that she's there anymore. So, can I travel through here? Nope. Okay. So it's only 2:40. Some of those places downstairs only open up at like fucking at 6 o'clock, 1800. I still gotta try and kill some time to like get down. I gotta go back to Water Lane. That's what I gotta do. See if there's anything that I missed. And see if I can get some stuff done. So I'm just going around in circles. I'm grateful that I've learned more about the man in yellow. I think, and if I remember correctly, Water Lane was... Nope, it's not this way. Is it there? Path up to Tolstar. That's not what I need. I need path to Water Lane. Is this Water Lane? Tunnel to Water Lane. Alright, so... I'll try and keep that in my mind for next time, so I'm not going around in circles. Now, here we go. So, see if there's anything along in here that I could do. I've knocked on a few random doors. What about this place? Office of Snure Appledent. Children's drawings on the wall. Who's this fellow? Snure Appledent. I won't reveal much. They're a halfling, a scholar of the Fordnip Commonwealth, a man working out of a hole in the wall. You take a step into the cramped office, standing in front of a sleeping halfling. This is a scholar? Curse the gods. Go investigate his book collection before waking the lazy halfling. Oh, we got something over here. A scholarly commendation of the Fordnip Commonwealth. Almost dead, but not yet. Okay, so there's a... Let's have a look here. Collection of books, political mostly. You see a collection of books from the philosophy canon, none of which you are really able to understand. Next to them, a line of famous political books. Asculus Theory, Hedonist, The Dark Book of Shadow, Lexandro, and more. Lexandro, someone your patriarch quotes a lot. His ideas modernize theocracies and breeds, reviving them towards the end of the arcane era. This scholar has good taste. Open a blind manifesto from the hedonists. The book. The book. Always listen to your hungry stomach. It says with big, ugly letters on the first page. You should listen to the book. And the stomach. This crazy old text. Same as always, the book begins with a tirade about property ownership. Then on the 5th page, you find a diagram about showing how to ritualistically summon a demon. Demon, chaotic evil fiend. They are mostly bloodthirsty monsters and rage-crazed barbarians followed out of Hex. Hey She. Hey She, one of the 8 bands along the coast, means either growing more or into the air in Abyssal. A deeply cursed jungle hellscape filled with volcanic rivers, flesh-eating insects, and murderous plants. Once an elven sanctuary, now home to demonic warlords, tiefling cities, and celestial crusaders. Now that sounds like a really cool place to go. That would be a really cool place for a campaign. It's incorrect, however, on purpose, supposedly. The purpose is metaphorical criticism of the authoritarian governments. The rest is a series... Ooh, I'm getting close to leveling up. The rest is a series of extreme essays on the topics of hedonism, rejection of statehood, free association, maximizing sensation, direct democracy, and reciprocal exchange. It paints up an image of an ideal world where all can live without strife simply through the cooperation and love of all things. A loving image, communally living. Made illegal in many cities after its release in 466 AE, this rambling text has survived for one reason or another. Look at the chapter on free love. You flip to pages 52. You remember it well. It has pictures! The tiny scribbling, something akin to stick figures positioned in various enwrapped unities. You remember the words well, the guide on how to make ultimate sensations of the flesh. What can I look at here? The Dark Book of Shadow by the Shadow Lord. You pick up the black-covered tome. A faint tingle goes through your gloved hand. That's the most evil book I have ever seen. How'd they even get the cover to be that black? It's like a void. Thickened graphene. That is how they create the darkness on the cover. A memory lingers in this tome. If you open it, you shall recall. Whoa! The text is not dangerous. The pages show a holy scripture of the Shadow Lord's lost religion, one of eternal servitude and the search for life in death. Shadow Lord, an early walking god of the divine era, known for his legion of death knights and the grasp they held over the old Dimenor. For close to a century, his city, Salvani, still stands today and is where the remaining shadow clerics gather. However, you remember it well. This was the first book you were ordered to study as punishment for your idiotic behavior at the towers. You remember. Your first journey towards the esoteric. Yes. Would have sucked to have failed that one. How liberating it was to know beyond any doubt how much greatness hid within your mind. Blurred faces, hushed whispers, a crowd of thoughtful peers, each snickering about your hand, a raised hand among a crowd of sheep. Patriarch. It's not just a religious text. They stare at you. It's a spell book. Those were the words. Oh, how they laughed. He asked you to prove yourself, so you did. I went up to the Patriarch. I took the Book of Shadow. Yes. Then yes, memorized Detect Alignment. You memorized it on the spot. Then you cast that ancient spell once used by the Death Knights of the Shadow Lord to subjugate and control the minds of his people. A spell that is, despite its first level, not learned by most clerics until they grasp the intricacies of higher tier spellcasting. Everyone was left stunned by your excellence. To not only master such a spell, but to do it in seconds instead of days. That moment, it was yours. From that moment, you marked your place at the towers as the greatest spellcaster, the greatest talent among them all. However, as always, the weak fear the strong. That moment also began your ostracization. You would never be among them, never have peers. None would see you in any way as a brother or a comrade. I would be a leader. You are, and you shall continue to be. Your vision is blurry. It is filled by the pages of that book. It is a good one, despite its religious fervor. As many say, the Shadow Lord was as much as an early arcanist as he was the greatest of the walking gods. Okay, well, I feel like I've done enough now to talk to this guy, so let's give it a go. You take a step into the cramped office, standing in front of the sleeping halfling. It's the same thing. Good afternoon, citizen. Oh, he mutters and widens his bushy eyebrows. His confused gaze focuses on you. Life is pain. What? Terrible, terrible pain. Oh, he mutters and rubs his face. The wrinkles fold over one another like waves of a storied sea. Are you? He looks at you with a wearied expression, then he rubs his nose and sniffs twice. Are you here for the invoice? A quick glance to Snell. His words come out out in a stilted halfling accent. No. No? Oh. No. What? The invoice! I don't have any invoice. Not for you, at least. Lean over to Snell. Should I have an invoice? No. No? No. No? Oh. Oh, hold on. I've already paid that invoice. You're here for something else. He leans in, facing Snell. I hope Queen Goblin has no quarrel with this old scholar. He holds up a palm. Nah, we're here on city business. Yes, I've got some questions about the tea shop, mostly. Tea shop? Then you are dealing with interesting events. The city has seen its fair share of great calamities over the years, and the tea shop explosion appears tiny in comparison. Tiny? No, it's a huge conspiracy. A huge one? Better take care of it, then. Curiosity is absolutely vital for keeping the old brain in motion, so I commend you, cleric. And you as well, my goblin friend. He looks around, grunting. Can I get either of you some fucking water, or... He wields swear words like coastal winds. No, thank you. Your companion replies very quickly. You're a scholar Appledent, right? Me? Yes. I am Snur Appledent, he says and bows his head in the chair. Scholar of Fordnip University, in dedicated service to the progress of AIS. AIS? Alignment Intent Studies. Primarily, my expertise lands on the topic of alignment, and its many historical and contemporary applications. Some bullshit, I will tell you. These days, I mostly deal with the other forms of study. Specifically, I run this office here on the experimental technique of psychoanalysis. What kind of magic is that? No magic at all, although there has been some detect thoughts involved at some points in the development. It is a form of mind healing, as they call it. I'll be one to call it support instead. It is essentially the idea that the mental present is shaped by the mental past, and though through dialogue our unreleased unconscious ghosts can be vanquished. An exorcism? Almost. While the ghosts are metaphorical, it is really not that different from the expulsion of a necrotic possession. A Reetsian friend of mine once told this joke, and I apologize if it's too vulgar for your taste, but he sputters out the words through little chortles. Listen to the vulgar joke. Right. A cleric, an arcanist, and a rogue delve into the lair of a succubus. The fiend defeats all three men, throwing them into her dungeon. But she grows to fancy them, and she offers them a choice. For each man who can successfully satisfy her, she will let that man go. Otherwise, he speaks little fists of laughter in between, she ends them, so to say. You actually haven't heard this one. If it is sacrilegious, you'll have to beat the gnome. Ho 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 ho. A succubus, such a fiend, would never offer such terms to mortal men. Yes, let me tell the joke. So the three adventurers debate in which order to go. Eventually the rogue and the arcanist decide the cleric should go first, as he is a virgin and will be least likely to increase her standards. Your goblin companion rubs his eyes as he listens to the joke. The cleric, being divine and so on, prays to his god and goes to the fiend's bedchambers. He comes out 10 minutes later, completely unarmed, and gives a thumbs up to his two friends, who, of course, feel a great sense of relief. The arcanist goes in next, confident and arrogant. If the cleric could do it, the fiend must be easy. Within minutes, his bones roll out of the bedchamber entrance, the man having been incinerated by hellish flames. The rogue is horrified, but realizes, obviously, the arcanist overestimated his abilities, so he carefully enters the bedchamber, ready to put every ounce of effort into it. Less than a minute later, screams erupt from the bedchamber, and the rogue's lifeless corpse falls out of the entrance. The cleric prays for the souls of his comrades and gathers their remains for a burial. This joke is too long. This doesn't work. For a burial, the succubus steps out, smoking a cigarette. She tells the cleric, "My, your friends were truly terrible. They were just fumbling about down there. At least you managed to touch it a little." To which the cleric responds, "You are truly an awful creature, and I will pray for your presence to be exorcised from this plane of existence every day until the day I die." Then, before he walks away, the cleric also adds, "Oh, but I did heal that horrible wound you had." Oh, man. "Oh, but I did heal that horrible wound you had between your legs. Hopefully that makes you less evil in the future." The goblin lets out a slight gust of wind through his nose. Laugh hard. "I get it!" The halfling chortles loudly. My kind of humor, you might say. In short, you can view the succubus as an evil in the world, which religious fervor would pray to repair. However, such reparation would often lead to a not-so-optimal path. He keeps on laughing. Or, most simply, you could say it's a basic allegory for alignment itself. The cleric meant well for all intents, but his actions cost the lives of both his comrades. Is that evil, or is it good? And so on. Either way, psychoanalysis. Yes, that's what we were talking about. It's about your feelings, thoughts, memories, choices you've made, things that may have happened to you. They can bog you down, so to say, and the goal in my clinical practice is to root out that root that out of my patients' minds and help them make them aware of repressed negative baggage, if you will. So no one can move forward more speedily. So one can move forward more speedily. I don't have any repressed negative feelings. A bold claim. But it's not the only thing I work on here. I am currently exploring the dream of anima and animus. That's something to do with masculinity and femininity, based on Civitic... Why can't I say that? Civitics? There we go. Civitics' ideas. A dream of man and woman. Sounds interesting. It is. Beyond that, I also focus a lot on my own unverified theories. He slaps his knees and grins. The folk spirit, have you heard of it? Sounds like a collective folk view on morality. Is that some kind of unified moral or ethical code of a people or culture? No, it's... He leans back and squints. No, that's not actually that far off. You've got a head on you, cleric. The folk spirit is the working title for my new thesis. Most of it is, if you excuse my anurim, fucking bullshit. But in short, it is about Anurin, because the Anurins were the French frog people. So instead of saying, excuse my French, it's excuse my Anurin. Righto. Very, very cute and clever. But in short, it is about how each folk share a number of core communal archetypes, or myths. I have travelled around the coast to collect as many tales, writing down thousands of stories previously only passed down orally. All to see how well my theory holds up in the minds of so many folk. He clears his throat and leans back into his chair. Apologies, I am ranting here. Let's put a stop to it. What did you want, cleric? Yes. Okay, so we can now actually start asking him some questions about... I don't know. Okay, so it's all to do with his studies and... Okay. I won't do all of this. Let's just do, like, can you give me some mind healing? Of course. I am, however, a bit swamped in work right now. I will get you a booked slot. I have time after the election. You should come... Okay, I'll do that. Great. I have not had a chance to hold a dialogue with a cleric before. It would be interesting. Truth be told, I am very overworked. I'm struggling with a certain topic. He makes a noise that might once have been a cough. The old man is frustrated. He's trying to avoid even thinking about it. What? I am focusing on a specific idea of civitics. The idea... Okay, yep. But I am just... I can't seem to get past a certain hurdle, an obstacle. Explain. You see, there is a work called the Book of the Mind. It is, in my opinion, civitics' masterpiece, in a figurative sense. Oh, is that like a secret book hidden deep in some dungeon? Oh no, I own several copies. There is a rare edition of this book which contains a rumored so-called final foreword from Civitics himself. In this foreword, he apparently reveals a revelation about his categorization of the psyche. I'm getting a lot of experience from this, specifically on the topic of gender. Might be nothing, but it would be highly interesting to get my grubby hands on it. He leans in and whispers, and more importantly, it would bring me great pleasure to know how much Civitics would be spinning in whatever Thasinian mass grave he's buried in if we knew a halfling like myself was pioneering these footsteps. Ho-ho! He wasn't a fan. Like most humans of this era, he was very, let's say, humanity first. Snurl leans back in his chair. This final 6th edition of the book, it was only ever printed in 10 copies. The publisher then hiked up the price in order to sell it to collectors. Those collectors have then spent the last 3 decades using those copies as a form of investment, making sure to keep the content of that foreword a tightly guarded secret. Reading is boring. How terrible. A scholar's words should be freely available. Nothing is ever free, even if it is free. So what, you want me to find this rare book? He nods. I drank a bit too much the other night, and in my desperation I paid a diviner to cast Locate Object for me. Divine, one of the 3 pillars of magic, is represented by the sacred, the faith of all folk, their souls, and is granted by gods who once walked upon this earth. I didn't expect anything, and it was very expensive. However, she actually found it. A copy of the 6th edition of the Book of the Mind is here, very close to Water Lane View. And she even told me of the exact direction. He points to the floor. About 40 meters, straight down. Meters? Right. That is something like 100 feet. 150 maybe. Sorry, the diviner was a free strider. You know how they are. How they like and reads. Silly decimal people. It's in the city below. Yes, exactly. What was the name of this diviner? Lisa, I believe. She used to have a hut on top of the Free Strider building. It wandered away, I think. Wandered? He makes a weird little walking motion with his fingers. Skadoodled, as they say. That's very strange. An esoteric house? She seemed kind. I hope she stops working for those fucking parasites. This sounds like a quest. Sure, why not? So many side quests, Snell mutters to himself. Delve into the dangerous tunnels below and give me that book. Don't get yourself killed, and in exchange I will, well, what the fuck kind of reward did you want? You swear a lot. I want you to teach me how to be a man. I don't know, do you have a magic item or something? He shrugs. I have books in droves. You know what? He says and snaps his fingers. The book itself. It's expensive and probably magic in some sense. Give me the book, let me take a look at that forward, and you keep the book afterwards. And that's still a quest, right? But I don't have to even return it to you in that case. I could just take the book and go. True. I suppose I can offer some guidance in understanding the book as well if you let me make a copy of the foreword real quick. Cheer. He sniffs. I'm not an expert in what kind of weird shit is down there, but the city below is dangerous, so don't wander blindly. Good luck, cleric. Alright, I'm not going to talk to this guy anymore. There's a lot more interesting stuff to be going on. Alright, what do we got? Can I enter this place yet? Seems like it's shut for the day. I still don't have anything. I don't have any chance of getting. Oh, I don't know what they're speaking. What about this place? I'll come back tomorrow, I guess. I think I have knocked on that door. No, not that one. Oh, what's this? These pipes connect to the vast sewer system of Toldside. I have talked to that statue. What's down below here? Ah, it's this place. If I remember correctly, it just puts me in the... Yep, it just puts me there. You approach the locked door once more. Still locked, obviously. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Yeah, I tried to pick the lock and it didn't work. But I can't make that. So, okay. So I have to come back later for that. Is there any spells I could cast that... Charm person, cure wounds, shield of faith, detect alignment. Nothing that could help me right now with that door. I'll just head back through. Nah, I'm kind of stuck. Let's have a look. Phoenix Folio. Fix your book. That's completed. I could go see Viskin again. There's nothing else on Water Lane for me to do, as far as I can tell. Can I get up on the roof? Yeah, everything else is... Oh, what's over there? Can I get over there? No, I can't get over there. Is there a map I could use? Here we go. So there's Sneer's office, there's the Pillar Crossing, there's back to Tolstad, Snell's Pad, Goblin Garden, Lower Lair. Goblin Garden, Pillar Crossing, Goblin Garden, Roller Mill, Temple of Earth, Tolstad, Viskin's Lair. Oh! I could try and go back to Viskin's Lair and see what I can do. Let's make sure I'm going the right way. Yep, just go there. Yeah, because Viskin's Lair, underneath it, there's something I can do to try and enter the city below. I think. So I'll just go do that. I do wonder what the city below would be like. I wonder if it's like really tough. Yep, that's where I need to go. Alright. Check the map again. Okay. To Viskin. Yep, down to the Lich House. Alright. Alright, let's give this a go. Now I'll just go straight down there. Oh, he's gone. Cool, I can get past now. Imported goods, the receiver is marked HWBT. So that's the Goblin Tribe. An almost empty box except for a stale treat and pouch. More cardamom treats. Basket of apples. Gonna need some apples, I think, for what? Ooh. Is that a nut? Oh, it's like a broken sword. Earthguard blade. Alright. What's better? 1 constitution? 1 strength, 1 wisdom. I don't want my wisdom to be fucked. Alright. I think I'll just stick with my hammer. A glow glass. Very common magic item. What's over here? There's a door inside this tunnel. Does it show me? There's no map for this area, I think. No, I'm just gonna have to explore it. Ah! Alright, we know that for next time. Crate filled with sand. Look at the sand. The crate is filled to the brim. It's just sand. Hey Snell, what's up with this weird crate of sand? Huh? The goblin glances over what you're doing. I'll see, that's a, he shoots, his eyes shoot open very, very wide. Nope, back off, right now. You scared of a little sand? I'm trying to keep you alive, dumbass. That bad, huh? Yep, do not touch that shit. As the two of you make your way a few steps away from the crate, he takes a breath. That, cleric, is a crate of mosquito sand. Without explaining further, the goblin sneaks up behind the crate and grabs the lid. Moving it carefully than you've ever seen him move before, he gently places the lid on top of the crate once more. Something must have startled it to make it push open the lid like that. He wipes away some sweat from his brow. You don't want to help with that? No, I don't. Now let's leave it the fuck alone. Alright. Let's have a look down here. Stairs leading down into the far... There's a city below. That's it. Just like the gypsy woman said. Ooh. The city below the city. I'm gonna save. Just gonna save right now. There we go. fuck is gonna be down here? Oh, you could take the... Okay. Glowing mushrooms. Whoa. Taking a step forward, you touch a thin cord. Something soft latches itself around your ankle. A contraption is now in motion. There is no time. It is a... Huh? Avoid the trap. No! Fuck. It tightens around your boot with a violent tug and you're forced to the ground, hitting the back of your head on the steps. Before you can even react, your entire body has been dragged over the edge. What? Flail and scream. You're falling, but not far. With a painful snap, your descent is stopped and you're simply left hanging. Snil will help out. Let's try this. Yes! Fuck yes! A final deep breath. You feel the numbness spread as you heave upwards, one gloved hand grabbing the rope, then another. Through sheer power, you pull your entire body weight upwards, climbing higher and higher until a green claw grabs your hand. Your goblin companion groans as he helps you up. You roll over the edge. Your fingers dart around your ankle, desperate to remove the lashed rope. You rip it off and toss it to the side. Free, safe, alive. Well, that was awful. Going through the near-death experience will last in your soul. The goblin stumbles back. Fucking hell. You realize you've been holding your breath. Your lips are probably turning blue. Breathe. I need to breathe, damn it. Air fills your lungs. You are alive. Thanks. Thanks, Snell. He nods. That was a nasty trap. I don't think I would have noticed it either. Your companion looks disturbed. But still, don't let that happen again. Check out the rope. Extremely sturdy rope, thick, soft to the touch. You do not know the name of this material. Must be exotic. And at the knots you see a series of burned-in letters. Someone's left a message on the ends of the rope itself. Behold, Boobla Slop. Boobla. Bulba? Not sure how to pronounce that. The last of the Titans fought against dragons in Vorgurny. Died in the Heishi swamp. His corpse spawned many monstrosities across the coast. Cried. Creepy. Don't know what that means. I don't like the look of it. Really, really don't. What's over here? Oh, little mouse. A rat! It's not really running away from you, though. What? Oh, I just took the rat! Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about this area. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, God. Oh, it's getting darker. The fuck? No. Oh, what? Oh, what? I don't like the look of that. Oh, it's just pottery. Okay. It's not too bad then. Something shiny? Ah, oh, it was something shiny. Oh. Ooh, hello there. There's someone there. What's this? A calendar. It's out of date. Bedded upon this altar, you see a circular stone slab. Whoever has worked this survey site in the past has attempted to place it in its natural position. It reminds you of a copper calendar, but far, far older. The various glyphs on the surface denote not a language, but rather sigils, it seems. Decipher the current day? No. That is no use. It is broken. Oh. Yes, this is a useless piece of technology. If you feel it is worthy of such a term. Okay. Alright then. That seems like a good place to kind of halt for the moment, because we're in the city below now. There's probably a lot more interesting stuff happening. A lot of it tonight was basically just me finding out some more information about the investigation. I know that the man in yellow is not just some bullshit. that other people have seen this guy. I know they went into the city below, so I'm here now. That hopefully will get me some things. Basically, I'm just holding out until 6 o'clock, where I can enter that Free Strider Tavern and start asking some questions. And then I gotta wait for midnight so I can actually see Coin Lord Darrow, so then I can actually go into the tea shop and start investigating what happened there. There's a lot that I need to wait for. And just like in Disco Elysium, we gotta do the whole thing of, it gives you an incentive to like walk around, start talking to people, asking questions, and kind of exploring the world in that way. So, you know, well-trodden ground for me in terms of that. But I think that is really a good place to leave it. For those who do watch this video, I would like to say thank you very much for watching it. I do intend to stream this at least every Saturday at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. If you have the time to come along and have a chat, that would be awesome. I would also like to say, I hope you found a little bit of happiness this week, however you can. And yeah, thanks again, and I'll hopefully see you all soon. Ta-ta.